is just that. He's either very good or very bad. I think Odell Beckham is the best receiver on the field, depending if he wants to play or not, or if he wants to dance and propose to kicking nets. I don't know. That's boring. 24-20 Giants. This is another shitbag game for me. Dallas traveling to northeastern Ohio, the land of the scarred right now, but Dallas is a 7.5-point favorite. Over-under here is creeping higher and higher. It's at 47 now.
Boy, I have it at 48.5.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's probably moved since you've last looked.
Which wasn't too long ago. Yeah, I'm going to flip back over there and have another look. But that's, well, go ahead and throw your picks out there, Pepper Jack, while you're at it.
Well, I think you hit it on the head about shitbag football games, and as Joey and Tommy and I have spoken earlier, this has been just an atrocity for an actual NFL football season where actually, Tommy, I know you were at the Tampa-Oakland game last week and you saw 23 penalties on the Raiders. Not fun to watch a game like that. I think a lot of it is you can't touch the quarterback anymore, and it's just not the same as it was years ago. Dallas does travel to Cleveland. Cleveland's that team that, for what I'm looking at here, are getting 7 points at home, and they always try to sneak one in late in the game to cover. I can't recall. Yeah, they did last week against the Jets again.
They did. They had another backdoor cover, yeah.
Yeah, they had a backdoor cover. Here again, Joey, I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole, but if I had to, I'd take Dallas because the computer is telling me to. They're thinking Dallas is about 20 points better than the Browns, so America is also 60-40 Dallas over Cleveland. I'm going Dallas, and I'm going Dallas 31, Cleveland 23.
31-23. Joey, I'm going to fire my pick out at you. Make this one as snappy as possible. Dallas beats their ass 38-13. They do cover. I know I have it at 51 points, but I wouldn't get too cozy with that over. I've watched this number move from 47. I'm seeing now in about 8 different places in Las Vegas at 49. Just don't love it. It's a lot of points for a bad team. There's a possibility. And I know that Josh McCown is out of this game. If he's in the game, I do think that you're going to want to lean even more to the over.
Cody Kessler starting today.
In the game. What's that?
Now they announced Cody Kessler as the starter today.
Yeah, that's right. I said if McCown was in this game, I would definitely look overs, but he's not. Kessler has played okay, but you're just not going to see the point total here, I don't think. I know I'm marking it at 51, and that's taking into account that Dallas pops a late touchdown. I think from a fantasy perspective, you've got guys like Ezekiel Elliott who should get loose, but don't be surprised if this game gets out of hand and Alfred Morris has a great second half. I'm taking Dallas. Joe, fire away.
I don't know. I just bumped into that guy you hooked up with last time you were out here. He just wanted to tell you hi, Tommy.
All right.
Yeah. But
I wouldn't recognize him from the front.
Well, whatever, whatever floats your boat. But I like this is one of those games where something inside me is telling me the Cleveland Browns are going to cover this today. Dallas had a big emotional win last week at home against Philly. Looking ahead to Pittsburgh next weekend. Totally maybe overlooking the Browns at home, and for obvious reasons. The Browns are 0-8. I have this feeling, but there's another side of me that says I cannot put my money on the Browns under any circumstances. I can't trust faith in an 0-8 team. I think if Dallas does it right, they run Zeke Elliott to death. I don't think the Browns have any answer for that and what it should be, but there's just a weird feeling inside of me that says the Browns cover, but I'm going to go with logic and say the Dallas Cowboys win this game 31-10.
Check. All right. Joey, this is your call right here, Chief. New York Jets at Miami. Miami's playing some pretty damn good football. What do you like here, Peeps? Are you going to play this tomorrow? Are you going to bet the Jets on the road and sit in a sports book?
I probably will, because you know why? Like Nicky Santoro says, I'm fucking stupid. That's what I do. But, yeah, I probably will play the Jets tomorrow, even though I think Miami wins this game at home. I like Miami. I even like them covering the 4 points. I think they win. I think they win along the lines of a 24-17 type game. I have no faith in my Jets. I don't think they're a very good team at all. I think they beat a miserable Cleveland Browns team at home. And what was probably, it was kind of one of those games where as good as the World Series was, you're like, wow, these teams are playing so good. It's unfortunate someone has to lose. And it was the exact opposite in that game. It's like, wow, both these teams are so bad. I guess somebody has to win, though.
Not good. It's two monkeys fucking a football. Yeah.
Yeah, it was awful. It's awful. But, I like my logic tells me I like Miami to win this game 24-17. But mark my word, I'll see that 4 points on the Jets tomorrow, and my stupid emotions will come out, and I'm gonna smack $100 at the window over here, and be upset about 4 o'clock Eastern time.
Fair enough. I'm going to actually take the Jets just because it's a division game on the road. Miami has played pretty well. They've actually played very well the last couple weeks. I'm still going to take the Jets in the 4 points. I think there's a pretty good chance that Miami can win this game and will win this game, but 3.5, 4 points, that half-point hook in a division game for me, that 4-point play in a division game, that's really, really tempting to be on the underdog side of that. I think the Jets will cover that 3.5. I'm going to take the Jets to lose this game, again, in that area of 21-18, maybe 24-21. It's a 3-point game somewhere along the line. A missed field goal could cost this one to somebody, but I'm going to take the Jets plus the points.
Joey, while you're out there in Las Vegas, you might want to look at a prop bet to see if Jay Ajayi can actually have another 200-yard game, because I would have to say no, not against that Jets pass or rush defense. Excuse me. They seem to be they shut out Terrence West 2 weeks ago. I think they did a number on.
No, I agree with you there. I think Jarvis Landry or someone like that having a big game against that atrocious pass defense is more up to Poe.
Yeah, I see that myself. I see that happen. I got about a 3.5 on my sheet. You're saying is it 3.5 or is it 4? The line on this game.
Yeah,
I got it at 3.5, but I'm looking at right now. I've seen it move from 3. It looks like the Westgate's got it at 4. MGM has it at 4. The Win has it at 3.5. So yeah, 3.5 to 4 is a safe bet.
Well, I think this game's way too close to call. I see the over/under at 44. I think it sits right around 44. I see the Dolphins pulling one out 24-20, 23-20, 24-21. That half a point's going to come into a play here, I think. So make sure you're on the right side of it. I'll stick my neck out since Miami's at home. I'll take them minus 3.5. Close game, though.
Forever the Renegade. Another division game, Pittsburgh at Baltimore. Baltimore is a 2-point home dog in this game. Over-under at 43. Everything in this game is contingent upon the health of number 7. If he's on the field, it makes all the difference. If he's not on the field, that point swings. Depending on where you're going to get this number, Pittsburgh's a 2-point road favorite in a division game. I'm seeing it at 2.5 now. And the one thing that really scares me away here is I'm seeing it off in 4 major casinos where there is no play available. Over/under at 43.5 now too. Everything about this game scares me. If Ben plays, he's playing because he's able to, and if he's able to, I think he plays well. I don't think that's a guy who lets a whole lot get in his way.
I think this game is completely contingent on Roethlisberger playing. If Roethlisberger plays, I like Pittsburgh. If he doesn't, I like Baltimore.
Yeah, I don't think
totally contingent on that.
I think Pittsburgh's defense is actually awful. I think that's a real problem for Pittsburgh, and that's going to get exposed in the playoffs. Somebody's going to light them up. I'm going to take Pittsburgh, and I'm going to lay the 2 points, and I'm going to do it happily. Pittsburgh's going to win this game by a field goal, 24-21.
You're not going to lay the points. You're going to get the points.
No, sir.
They're 2.5 favorite or 2.5 underdog.
Nope, that is actually flopped. Baltimore is laying 2.5. Oh no, shit, they are.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh's getting the points here.
Well, now hold on though. I'm looking at it. The VI consensus has the Steelers laying 2, and I have it open play at 2.5. I have the Steelers laying 1. The Steelers minus 2. Was that at sportsbook.ag? So yeah, I mean it really varies wherever you're going to go. And I'm looking at the whole chart here. So, yeah, I see it where Baltimore's laying 2.5. I see where Pittsburgh's laying 2.
Well, if you want the Pepper to jump in, I'll jump.
Go for it, Pepper.
Jump, Pepper.
You guys ever listen to
you what, real quick, though, I'm going to run down the road to the MGM, and I'm going to take this one at Pittsburgh plus the 2.5.
Heck yeah. Any chance you get, Joey. Here's the deal. 70% of America is on Pittsburgh plus the 2.5. I know a lot of people are saying it's contingent on Ben Roethlisberger playing, but Pete Prisco from CBS Sports, who absolutely has to be the worst prognosticator I've ever seen, 9 times out of 10, if you bet against what he says, you win. Now, this guy is all over the fact that he says it doesn't matter if Roethlisberger plays or not. Baltimore wins this game outright. I go against that grain. Any chance I get, I take Pittsburgh winning in the shootout, about 30 to 27, Pittsburgh.
Big points. Yeah, that's a likelihood. That really is a likelihood with all the big points there. Bad defenses. I don't know what that weather looks like up there, but good pick. Good breakdown there, Pepper Jack.
I'll tell you something. I've been on the record. There's a part of me that thinks maybe he's got a point there because it's just one of those things when everybody thinks something's going to happen, normally it's against the grain. That's why the Vegas desert is so lit up. But I've been on the record all year long saying how overrated the Baltimore Ravens are. So I can't go against the grain. I'm not going to jump ship now. I'm going to take Pittsburgh. I'll take Pittsburgh plus that 2.5 all day long. Ben Roethlisberger, Antonio Brown, they can't do nothing with it.
Good, Joe. I'm going to have to ask you to slide somewhere a little bit more quiet.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I might take a walk here. I mean, someone got excited because they might have won a $20 bet.
I understand. That's the kind of shit I pull. So it sounds much better now. Thank you. This is a game coming up here next that I really, really like. I know it's a high public game here. It's New Orleans at San Francisco. I don't know how the San Francisco 49ers will be able to look themselves in the mirror as far as the executive office goes and keep Chip Kelly. That team has already given up on him. They don't want to play for him. There's nothing but turmoil in that clubhouse, and it's evident on the field. These guys, they don't even care what they're putting on film. I've watched them just play piece of shit football game after piece of shit football game. New Orleans should go in there and blow them out. They're laying 3.5, but there is one part of this that really does scare me. It's just too obvious. At the same time, I don't see San Francisco overcoming anything else. This has all the makings and all the trappings of a trap game. I'm still taking New Orleans minus the 3.5. I think they're going to blow them out. I think New Orleans wins this game 31-13, but I won't be surprised if something happens. This is a trap.
Yeah, this game scares me as well. Let's get it. I've been on the record saying this. The San Francisco 49ers, in my opinion, are the worst team in the NFL. They're awful.
Yeah, they're bad.
But New Orleans is coming up. It's just one of those things. It's that trap number. You see it at 4, you're like, okay, what is this about? Because you're thinking, try not to overanalyze the situation, but you're like, okay, New Orleans is coming off a big emotional home win against the Seahawks that came down to the wire. The Niners are terrible. They're on the road, so you're thinking, could it be? Could the Saints have that kind of a letdown at home in San Fran in the Bay Area this weekend? I'm thinking no. I'm thinking they're just so much better, and the Niners, like for all the reasons you just illustrated, the Niners are awful. But this number does scare me. But I will say the Saints. I will say logic will tell you the Saints will win 31-13. I like score somewhere in that 31-13. I like that.
Gosh. Pepper Jack, what you got, kid?
Scares me.
I think that Colin Kaepernick is the reason why the NFL, the TV ratings are down. I think that
certainly has something to do with it.
I think America's sick and tired of this unpatriotic. Whether you have beliefs or not, that's fine. But I don't think that you should use the NFL as your the way to get your message out. It's
also very convenient that Colin Kaepernick, I might say, has the number 1 highest rated jersey sale in the country now. After he's about to fall from relevance, it just seems very coincidental to me.
Well, he is donating all the proceeds from those jersey sales. He's not keeping any of those royalties, and that.
Okay, well, I didn't know that. Well, that definitely changes matters. I did not know that. I'm sorry.
Pretty well documented. No, I understand, but yeah, I think it does have a lot to do with it. I think people are fed up of looking at it. What they would consider ungrateful athletes, and it's just a bad platform. It's a bad platform.
Well, I'm going to take advice of the Joey Peeps, who a couple weeks ago said, when you look at a game like this, you look at the quarterbacks. If you think it's going to be a close game, you look at the.
Don't take my advice, please.
Well, it's good advice because I look at Drew Brees and I see just somebody who's a leader and someone who's a motivator. And then I look at the other guy, and I'm not too keen on him. 65% of the voting public believes New Orleans covers the -4. 65% believes that game goes over the 52.5 that I got it at. I'm going with New Orleans. I think Mark Ingram, I don't know what happened. He fumbled the first series, didn't see the field the rest of the game. I wonder if he gets redemption tomorrow. I see an awful lot of Brandon Cooks, awful lot of Willie Snead, and maybe even a Kobe Fleener sighting tomorrow. But I do see New Orleans offense, high potent offense, putting about 30 spot on that board, 31-21, New Orleans. Whoa, wait a minute. 33-21 New Orleans. That way I can go over. So.
Yeah, I mean, all day you take Drew Brees over Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah.
It's like I got to keep bringing this